Hey, it's Luke Miller here from Potential for Change, TruthTheory.com. Big massive thank you for coming along to watch this video. Much respect and love to you all. Today I wanted to talk about God and like kind of the process, like a spiritual process that I'm kind of witnessing that a lot of people are going through. Like a lot of conversations I'm having, it's really interesting to hear that people go through such a similar kind of experience, and that experience looks something like this when it comes to like the subject of spiritual growth. You know, like someone will have some kind of moment, some kind of like awakening, you might call it, and in that moment they'll feel like quite euphoric and hey, I've like found the answers kind of a thing. Then that'll be followed by looking at their family, friends, whatever, like people who are surrounding them, and feeling like a moment of like strong isolation, like no one understands them, and no one gets what they're going through, kind of thing. And for my personal experience, the next phase has been coming to terms with that, acceptance of that, for one, and also meeting people who are on the same path, and there are loads of them, trust me. Anyway, this kind of ties into the thing with God, but the reason why I wanted to say is because a lot of people are like, oh, Luke's found God and all this, you know, and it's like, no, it's not. It is that, but it's not like I've joined like some kind of religious organisation or whatever, because I don't think suppression of information and a guardian of knowledge protecting me from misinterpreting the information that God directs to humanity directly is a very good thing. So I don't personally believe in organised religion as a thing, but I do believe that we are all connected to God. But what is God? Yes, it's not man in the sky. This is my interpretation, by the way. You believe and think of it as you will. I'm just giving the way I see it. I don't see it as like man in the sky kind of God. I see it as a divine source of love. You know, it's just like something that connects all of us. It's like, some people may call it science, some people may call it energy, some people call it you know, Allah, some people call it whatever, you know, Buddha, but I personally believe like this is something that, you know, Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, all these well-known religious figures actually experienced, and they probably experienced it, and then they interpreted their experience into some form of like communication, and but it's probably a lot of people experiencing the same kind of aha moment, you know, like this connection. So my understanding of God is it's just some kind of energy form that operates on pure love, and it guides you. It's like a guidance. I say it because, you know, we often like he or, you know, she, and I like to think of like a divine energy source that operates the entire universe as probably genderless, you know, like or both genders, maybe not genderless, maybe both genders, but well, yes, everything really, right? So yeah, I think when you connect to this, it's like we experience like synchronicities, we experience magical occurrences, and you know, when you actually ask for guidance, you know, I say God, you don't have to call it God, you know, it's not like a strict name. That's like one of many, as I said a moment ago. But I feel like once you connect with this energetic kind of thing, and you dissolve all the barriers, and you kind of let your guard down and allow this cosmic energy to flow, you become guided, you become connected, you become a source of divine inspiration. And when you can kind of ask to be guided and ask to be connected with your true purpose for being here on earth, life really kind of starts to flow in the most mystical and magical of ways. It doesn't mean that the problems stop, and you know, you don't sometimes become disconnected again, and like all these kind of things do happen, but there's something mystical about being being guided. And I think that's the God, the thing that we call God, is you know, the thing that connects every one of us beings. You know, it's like what created, like it's like we have the Big Bang, what was here before the Big Bang, and I imagine like it's probably God, you know, and God was like, how do I express what I am, you know, like how can I, and it had to create like the polarities and all these different things, you know. So yeah, but it's really interesting to think, all right, this is God in a sense of like what we see for Earth, but is God the all creating, all knowing, all seeing thing? Or maybe God is like a very low life form within a different dimension of consciousness, you know, like this higher dimension of consciousness, and it's just a bit like a school kid creating a project for their like GCSEs or something, you know, and this is what resulted as this Earth, you know, and then maybe there's like infinite levels of consciousness and dimensions above that, you know. A bit like maybe when we sit down and write a story, like a storybook, and we create characters, maybe we're creating little dimensions in the same way as what we would call God has created a dimension for on Earth. Maybe we're just like a figment of the imagination of a life form that we cannot truly fathom with this level of thinking. So yeah, that's I don't know that I really explained God that well. I don't know, but my understanding is it's something that connects all of humanity, you know. And when there was the Big Bang a long time ago, we was like one particle, and that particle, you know, split, and you know, everything that's in creation as a result of that particle is still that particle, right? So that means we are all connected. Me, you, your family, the people who you perceive to be your enemies, the trees, the ground, the dirt, the plastics, everything was created from that singular particle, right? So when we say we are one, it's like not just some hippie thing, you know. It's like we literally are the same fucking thing, right? It's like we come from that. Unless you don't believe in that, you know, then I guess it's open for interpretation. But yeah, so God is connecting us all, but I mean, I don't really call it God. I call it collective consciousness. So call it as you will. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you think and your interpretations and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, much peace and love to you all. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and I will chat to you all very soon, no doubt. Much love.